Today we're trying traditional Bavarian food at the Hofbräuhaus in Munich, Germany, one of the most famous beer halls in the world. The history here goes all the way back to 1589, when Duke Wilhelm V of Bavaria founded Hofbräuhaus to brew beer specifically for the Bavarian royal court. It eventually opened to the public as a tavern in 1828, and the beer hall was extensively rebuilt into its present-day form in the late 1890s. So this isn't just a restaurant, it's basically a part of Munich's beer culture and history. Inside, you have huge communal tables, traditional Bavarian interiors, beers being served by the liter, and live Bavarian music. They even still have thousands of regular local guests who come here. And obviously, I had to start with a beer. I ordered the Hofbräu Original, their classic Munich Helles Lager. It was light, smooth, and really easy to drink. The Pretzel was honestly pretty standard, nothing wrong with it, but it wasn't something that particularly stood out. Next is the original white sausage. This is probably my favorite type of German sausage. It has a much softer and more delicate texture than most sausages, and the flavor is pretty mild, so it goes really well with the traditional sweet mustard. Hofbräuhaus actually makes its white sausages in-house and serves them fresh every day. Next was the sausage platter. This came with 2 pork sausages, a Wiener sausage, and a Palatinate sausage, served with sauerkraut and mustard. Nothing tasted bad, but none of the sausages stood out as much as the white sausage. And the sauerkraut was a nice contrast to all the meat. It was tangy, slightly sour, and helped balance out the richness of the sausages. Next was the crispy pork with homemade dark beer sauce and a potato dumpling. The pork itself had a nice crispy exterior and worked really well with a rich beer sauce. But I wasn't really a fan of the potato dumpling. The texture was very soft, dense, and almost gummy, which just wasn't for me. I know this is a very traditional side, so this is probably more of a personal preference than anything actually being wrong with it. Next was the Bavarian roast chicken served with potato salad. This was simple but really good. The chicken had nicely roasted skin, the meat stayed juicy, and I actually prefer the potato salad here over a potato dumpling from the pork. And finally, dessert was the Bavarian cream with plum compote. Bavarian cream is basically a soft, creamy custard-style dessert, and the plum compote added some tartness and fruitiness to balance everything out. After all the sausages, pork, and beer, it was actually a really nice way to finish the meal. Overall, I think Hofbräuhaus is one of those places where you're coming for more than just the food. The food itself ranged from okay to really good, but the history, massive beer hall, communal tables, live music, and drinking a Hofbräu beer in a place that has roots going back to more than 400 years are all part of the experience. Hofbräuhaus also still prepares many of its Bavarian classics in-house, including sausages, breads, sauces, and desserts. So even though not every dish was a standout, I definitely think it's worth visiting at least once when you're in Munich. Hofbräuhaus gets a solid 8.5 out of 10.